Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Derek with D&K Reptiles. Hope everyone's having a great week so far. Today is Tuesday, and supposed to be doing a feeding update video today. I decided to do something a little different today, and we're going to do the feeding update video on Friday, possibly Saturday is when I'll put that one out. Just kind of a change of plans. And as you all know, if you're wondering, maybe you're a person that likes to see live animals die. I don't do live feedings here. I explained that uh, a while back in a video that I did. The reason that I don't do that, when it's actually the reason that a lot of us breeders don't do live feedings on camera. Um, I won't go into that right now. So if you are wondering why, you can go back, find that video. Why we, I believe it's called No More Live Feeding video, or No More Live Feeding, something like that. You can go back and watch it, and I go over why I don't do that. Today's video is going to be mainly aimed at the new people. As you know, a lot of my channel is aimed at the new people. People coming in after me. Maybe you come in when I came in, which was at the very end of 2022. Maybe you're just getting into it. But today's video is going to be aimed at those people. Last week I talked a lot about husbandry, and how important that was. I also talked about some stuff that I'm missing. I'm working on updating myself. So I just kind of wanted to do a updated version of husbandry for your ball python, as well as enclosures. I've done a couple videos like this, but it's always good to update these things for new people, just to kind of keep them all in the loop of what's going on and stuff like that. So before I go too far into the video, like always, go down below, like, share, and subscribe. Pound that notification bell, set it to all so you don't miss another one of our videos. That would be awesome. Again, we are trying to reach a goal of 1,000 subscribers. So everyone that subscribes to our channel helps us reach that goal, and we greatly appreciate that. Again, thank you to all the new people that have subscribed to our channel recently. That's awesome. Hope to stay on a good roll like that. Going over the analytics here on YouTube, still about 78% of you guys that watch the videos but aren't subscribed. So go ahead and watch the video all the way through. If you like what you're seeing, you like the content, go ahead and pound that subscription bell. Set it to all at the top as well, so you don't miss another one of our videos. That would be great. And let's get into this. So maybe you're new, like I said in the beginning. Maybe you come into this when I came into this, which was at the end of 2022. Maybe you're just getting into this, and you have some questions about husbandry, what you need, what's recommended. Maybe you don't know what enclosure you want, what setup of enclosure you want to use. I'm going to kind of give you guys some ideas on that, kind of show you some of the stuff that you can use, some of the stuff that's recommended, and just go over things like that. So we'll start out as far as enclosure. Before you even get your enclosure, guys, you should always research the animal that you're going to put into that enclosure, what it requires, what kind of temps, what kind of humidity, if any, all that good stuff, what kind of substrate, all that good stuff. You want to research that. So you got a ball python, and we're going to use ball pythons as example because that's what I have here. You got a ball python, and you're looking at enclosures, and you're going, well, what do I want to use? Guys, there's all kinds of different things you could use, all kinds of different setups that we use. I prefer either a tub or a rack system, which is also a tub system. You guys have seen my setups before, you guys that have been watching. If you new people that haven't been watching, maybe you just subscribed, go back, watch the previous videos, you'll see that. But I prefer the rack or just a tub, straight shoe tub, or a storage tub, sterilite storage, locking lid storage tub. Pop holes in it, and as long as you have your heating pad or heat tape, it works great. Another thing that you might be asking, you could also use a tank. I don't recommend tanks because tanks are a little harder to keep your heat and your humidity in. Sometimes some people are good at it, some people aren't. I never had much luck keeping humidity in a tank, which is why I like the rack system, or even like I said, a Sterilite tub shoebox, something plastic that I can pop holes into and hook some heat tape or put a heat mat under tank pad under, and get heat to. Works just as good. Um, some of you guys might remember last week I had a viewer comment on my tubs that they were too small. Um, I replied to that viewer, so most of my tubs, like I said, if anything, guys, are a little too big for some of the snakes I have. But anyway, go back and watch that video. So you'll see my setup, the tubs that I'm using, or if not in that one, you'll see it prior videos before that. But like I said, I prefer a rack system or the shoebox Sterilite tubs, storage tubs, locking lids. You can do it that way. You can use a tank. Like I said, the thing with the tank is you got to watch the heat and the humidity, and it's kind of a struggle to keep that stuff in there unless you kind of know what you're doing. If you are using a tank, suggestion for humidity to keep it in, cover half of that screen, and with something either moist or cardboard, something, cover half of it up. It'll help keep the humidity in, guys. There's a little pointer for y'all. Next thing you're going to need for your ball python. Good thing to have, as always, some kind of temp gauge, humidity gauge, something that tells you the temperature and the humidity. I don't know if this one's actually working. I don't know if the batteries are actually any good anymore. I've had this for quite a while. Probably need to change the batteries in it, but yeah, just something that's going to tell you the humidity and the temperature. I don't recommend these. These are battery operated, and they don't do good when they get wet. I don't recommend buying one of these and putting these inside your enclosure. You could use these on the outside, but I definitely wouldn't recommend them on the inside. Like I said, they're battery operated, and once they get wet, they don't work that well. So again, something to tell you what the temperature and the humidity is, both inside the enclosure and your ambient outside temperature and humidity. All right. So this one's telling me that I've got about 60% humidity in here right now, and the room's running about 79 degrees. Big thing with ball pythons, any kind of reptile, you're looking at temperatures. With ball pythons, ambient temperature outside, you want to keep it between 75 and 80 degrees. Inside the enclosure, you want a hot spot of 90 degrees, and again, a cool side of 80 degrees, or you can go down to like 77, 76. Preferably 80 degrees on the cool side, 90 degrees on the hot side. You might be asking, well, how do I get heat to my enclosure, my setup? Like I said, under tank pad. I don't have one that I can show you right here, guys. You can go online and look at them. Reptipad. It's also recommended, if you do use either heat tape or a heat pad, that you get a thermostat. I do have thermostats here. Like I said, they're all being used, or I would show you guys one of those. Let me see if I can pull one up real quick here. Maybe. So this is the ones I use. You can get these for like 20 bucks on Amazon. It's pretty simple. You just plug your heat pad into the thermostat right here. Plugs in. There's a little plug-in right here. You plug the thermostat into the wall. You hit the little orange button up here at the top, hold it until this flashes, the setting flashes, and then you can set it and press set again, and there's your temperature. All of my enclosures, like I said, I run my hot spots at 90 degrees. With these things, guys, you're going to need to set them, some of them you might have to set a little bit higher, like 93, 94 degrees, just to get the hot spot on the inside of your tub correct. Which, in that case, the next piece of equipment that comes in handy is a temp gun. Okay. Again, these things are like 20 bucks on Amazon, guys. Pretty cheap. The only other thing you got to buy for these is batteries, and batteries are cheap. So this thing comes in real good use, especially for temperatures on the inside of your enclosures. You could even take and plant this thing on the outside. It'll tell you what the outside temperature is as well. I use this thing especially on my rack over here. down towards the bottom, make sure that all my temperatures are the same all the way through the rack, because as you guys know, heat rises, so anything on the bottom, it might run a little cooler. If your rack's sitting on the floor, your temps might run a little cooler down there, so um, this comes in handy to check that, make sure that all your tubs are the same. Same with the cool side. You can check the cool side, see what that temp is on the cool side as well. Like I said, ambient temperature as well. Point it in the air, it's going to tell you what the temperature is, no matter what you point it at. So, great tool to have. Make sure that you guys get one if you don't already have one. All right, guys. So we talk about enrichment a lot as animal keepers, reptile keepers, whatever. We talk about enrichment. Ball pythons in general, when you're going to set up their enclosure, and you're wondering what they need to be set up with besides the heat pad, your typical husbandry. And husbandry is what we call the things like our thermostat, our heat gun, our temperature gauges, and our heating pads and heat tape. That's all husbandry, guys. The enclosures are the tubs or the racks that we use, okay, when I reference that stuff. So you're going to set up your enclosure for a ball python. First thing you might consider, ball pythons like a tight, confined space. If you research where they live in the wild, they usually live in termite mounds or under something. So you might consider a hide, something like this, that they can crawl under and disappear, hide away. That's what we call it a hide for. I also use something like this. You just have to be careful with something like this, that you file down the sharp edges on it. Just a plastic bowl that you can buy at the dollar store for $1. Cut a hole in it, cut the sides, and like I said, just make sure you file down the edges so you don't have no sharp edges that can poke them. You got yourself a hide for an adult snake. Works great. Or like I said, you can do something smaller. They do sell these in bigger sizes as well, but you can use either or. I like to DIY and be like everyone else, as they say. So you might notice I switch it up. A lot of my tubs for my larger snakes are those bowls that I showed you. Even for my smaller snakes, there's some smaller snakes that I use plastic bowls for that I'll cut a hole in and file down the edges, and works just as good, guys. Saves money. Anything you can do in this hobby to save money, that's what you need to do, right? So moving on. Next thing you might be asking is what kind of substrate do I want to use? All kinds of substrate out there, guys, honestly. I mean, there's a lot of substrate out there nowadays. I use paper towel. Not recommended by a lot of people, just because paper towel molds pretty easily. It doesn't hold humidity real well. You got to soak it down quite often. I find myself in here soaking my snakes down. Well, I shouldn't say soaking. Misting my snakes probably 3 times a day, especially when it's hot. It just dries out so quick that you got to do that. Like I said, you got to make sure that you're changing very often, because this stuff does mold really easy once it gets wet. But I use paper towel. You can use, there's chipper, Repta-Chip, Repta-Bark, cypress mulch, coconut husk, all that stuff. You can use, some people use aspen, not recommended, but some people do use aspen. Whatever you prefer, guys. Whatever you decide looks better in your setup, that's what you got to use. And it also depends on price for a lot of people. So whatever your price range is and whatever you like, that's what I recommend for substrate. Like I said, I use paper towel. Not that I like paper towel, I just haven't found another substrate that I like. Cocoa is kind of expensive, so it's all on what you can afford and what you can do, guys. So that's what I use for substrate. Another big tool that we use if you're a breeder, and maybe you're a pet keeper and you just want to know what your snakes weigh. Maybe you don't know how to weigh your snake. Well, first thing you need to do is get a scale. You can go to Walmart. You can pick one of these up for, I don't know, 15 bucks. One that you can weigh grams in. Typically what we weigh our snakes in is grams. And as long as you have that, you can weigh your snake. Like I said, we typically weigh our snakes in grams. So long as you have a scale that will weigh grams, good to go. Um, Another way you can keep humidity if you're having problems keeping humidity, guys, is run a humidifier in your snake room. I have one that's right behind the camera that you guys can't see. I also have fans off to the side here, um, helping blow that stuff around. Like I said, my humidity, if that gauge is right now, is right around 60%. So pretty good. Um, Normally, you're going to have problems in the wintertime if you live in a place like I do, which is Colorado. Wintertime is really super dry around here, so I have to constantly keep up with humidity. Summertime is a little bit better, but not much. Still pretty dry out, hot. So it's not, um, we don't have a lot of air circulation a lot of times, so I got to run the humidifier a lot. But it does help, guys, especially if you're in a big area, and you just, a humidifier helps. Like I said with the tanks, if you're trying to keep humidity, cover half of that screen top lid that you have with something. That will help keep your humidity in there. As long as with the tubs, as long as you're poking holes in them, guys, if you're using paper towel, as long as you're misting them down, 2 or 3 times a day, changing that paper towel out. I do it every 2 days, 2 to 3 days, so that you don't attract mold, because you don't want your reptiles uh, breathing in mold or being on mold. Not good for them. So yeah, just some husbandry pointers for you guys. Also, for you new people, how to set up an enclosure, and what you'll need. Another piece of equipment that you're going to need, uh, as I was mentioning, spraying down, misting. You might get a bottle. A lot of us reptile people like these bottles here because you're not having to trigger action. This is just a pump and spray. Pump it up and then you can spray it, the pressure sprayer. But it does a great job. And it puts out enough water that you're not just spraying for 5 minutes, not getting any water out of your spray bottle. So this is what I like. This is what a lot of reptile keepers have. So another thing that you will need to invest in, guys. I think this was like $10 at your ranch and feed store. So yeah, great tool to have. Works great. I am going to show you guys off a snake because that's what you guys come here to see. So you guys are going to get to watch me mist down the last of my rack here, or the last of my snakes here, which are in the rack. It is about midnight here, so I am fixing to go to sleep after I get this video done. So I'm going to finish misting these guys. I will show you guys a snake. Let me go through a couple of these guys real quick. Actually, you know what? Since she's right here, we'll see what kind of mood she's in. So I'm going to just pull her out. So, let me pull this dish out real quick. Sorry there, girlie. Alright, so this is our girl Gigi. Gigi is our fire lesser. Get you a little closer there so you can see. Again, fire lesser. She is probably she actually is one of our smaller snakes. Won't be ready till 2026 or 2027, but definitely cool to have. I wasn't sure about lesser for a while, but it's kind of grown on me. So figure out something to use it in. Like I said, fire lesser. This is our girl Gigi. Doing great, getting big. She is one of our smaller snakes, so let me go ahead and put her back. Give her a little moisture. Put her dish back in there right quick. Well, the next one we've got here, I'm not going to show them all, guys. The next one is our pied female beauty. You guys have all seen a normal pied female. I don't need to show her off to you guys. Next one we got here, our boy Severus. That is our double het clown pied male. You guys have seen him plenty of times recently. Next one we're moving on to here, gonna be our girl Sassy. I will show you this girl. This is our spot nose het clown female. She just got done shedding. Looking great. Pull her hide off for you. Let's see, get your picture there. Again, sorry, lady. All right, so again, now I gotta go to this side. I'm sorry, guys. All right, so again, spot nose het clown. We picked this girl up from Nico Exotics, Jason Burton, good friend and mentor, as you guys know. Getting big, doing well. Put the hide back on this girl. She is kind of shy, so we'll put her back in her box. Sorry if I kind of stuttered there on you guys a little bit. Didn't mean to do that. All right, so did I spray her down? Oh, give her a little moisture. There we go. Next one is our boy Shadow. You guys have all seen Shadow in recent videos as well. I'll have to show him off. Elodie. Elodie is our fire clown. You guys can go see her in prior videos as well, if you don't know what a fire clown looks like. Then we got our boy Slytherin. Slytherin is our normal clown male that we picked up from Nico Exotics a while back. Another one that we picked up from Jason Burton. Excuse me for a minute, guys. Just getting lower on the rack here. I'll put you down. So, after Slytherin, we got our girl Pebbles. She's actually been in the last couple videos that we've done. She's one of the new girls that we picked up from Jason Burton. Well, hobby, DG, 66% het pied. Can't wait to get her up to size and breeding and get some DG in our collection. Next one after that is going to be our girl Destiny. Destiny is our cinnamon 66%, or cinnamon red stripe 66% het clown. Sorry, guys. She's doing well, getting big. After that, we got our boy Juju. You guys seen him in the last video. Our banana phantom male. You guys probably seen him more than once, to be honest with you. So that's what's in the rack, guys. What we got going on there. Like I said, just had to get them guys sprayed down real quick, so wanted to do that. So yeah, guys, that's really all I got for tonight. Like I said, I'll do a feeding update video for you guys. I'll get it out, try to get it out Friday or Saturday. Just depends what happens the rest of the week here. I will get it out though, so that I get my 2 video goal this week. We'll continue moving forward. ASF are doing well, guys. No new babies to report yet there. They've kind of slowed down a little bit, but they are still doing well. I'm going to go get them some water before I go to bed. Yeah, doing well. Everybody's doing well. Like I said, just wanted to do a quick video for you new people on husbandry and what you're going to need for that. All that good stuff. Like I said, I do a lot of my videos for new people, try to help the next generation out, and even people that are coming into this today. I want to help those people out. So what the video was about tonight, guys, again, please like, share, and subscribe, pound that notification bell, set it to all so you don't miss another one of our videos. That would be great. And again, thank you for watching, and until next time, peace.